Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah Bai, and I'm one of the coaches on the page. I just wanted to kind of go through and share with you some of my best tips for getting ready for detox. I know up here in the Northeast it's very snowy outside. If you were able to get to the grocery store this morning before it started, it's a great time to kind of stay home and maybe get a little bit of prepped ahead. So preparation is going to be the key to success, especially in the beginning of detox until you get into a routine. And earlier today I posted a sample menu, and keep in mind that phase one is for detox week. And that, there's a ton of recipes as well. So you don't have to follow that. And looking at all the recipes, it could be a little overwhelming if you're not so sure about where to start. So my suggestion is to pick a couple things, that's really easy and you don't mind eating more than once. With that being said, kind of, hearty chilies this time of year with lots of vegetables, or a vegetable soup is great. There's a lot of different recipes in there for that. And the reason for this is, you can easily grab it and heat up for a snack. You can have it as a meal and add some protein to it. And it's just nice to have, especially with it being cold. Our bodies are kind of craving some more warmth. And I do suggest, though, when you make your soups or even your chili, to keep the protein on the side. And the reason for that is basically that you then know what portion size you're using for putting it into the soup. So you can either have, a piece of grilled chicken on the side, or you can dice it up and put it in the soup, but that way you're getting the right serving size, and you're not just guessing, because mostly with soups we're kind of guessing, are we getting 2 ounces of protein in this serving, or 4 ounces, or even 8? So it's nice to kind of keep it on the side, and it helps you mix it up. Another suggestion that I often tell my clients is to roast a bunch of vegetables ahead of time. Zucchini, squash, onions, green beans, asparagus, kale, and just kind of have them on the side. Lots of things that I do with roasted vegetables is I can easily add it to any sort of chicken stock or vegetable stock for a quick soup. I can then just throw them on top of some mixed greens and have a really delicious salad. And you can also dice them up in the morning, mix them in with some scrambled eggs, or just throw them in the pan and you can put your eggs on top of it, and it kind of creates this feeling of, having eggs in toast in a sense. So, try to think about that. Don't go crazy, obviously, but, prepping ahead is good. Another rule of thumb that I really kind of use from my food service background is cut once, use twice. So if you're cutting a cucumber, cut 2. That way you have some diced up for salads. You can even cut some in vegetable sticks for an easy snack whenever you might be hungry. You can bag them up into little baggies if you want and be super prepared, or just kind of grab and go. It makes it really easy to have carrots and peppers and cucumbers all kind of ready to just, pop into a salad, have a snack. Even if it's carrots and peppers and onions, then you could throw them in the oven and roast them real quick. It makes things a lot easier after a long day of working and trying to think about what you're going to eat the next day or what your next snack is going to be. So I always try to say, use something more than once so you're not constantly just prepping for what you're doing. Another great thing is that most of the grocery stores today have pre-cut vegetables for you, pre-cut fruit, and even, already spiralized noodles or cauliflower already ground up as rice. So you just have to throw it in the pan and kind of just, make it happen instead of doing the traditional, right, making the rice with the cauliflower and all of that. You could also just purchase, if you don't have time to cut up vegetables or just would rather not, you can purchase a party platter of vegetables, and again, take it home, break it down, and put it into either Tupperware or little baggies so that you have it ready to go. And the last thing that I, am really going to kind of stress is that, remember, you don't have to just eat salads this week. I think that's a misconception that a lot of people have this first time around, if it is your first time. And if you are going to have some salads, totally fine. But keep in mind, you're not going to put on traditional salad dressings. So look through our recipes. There are some dips and dressings in there. My personal favorite that I have every morning with arugula is fresh squeezed lemon and a little bit of olive oil, a dab of salt, and some crushed black pepper. It's super simple. You can make it ahead. You don't have to. That's one of my personal favorites. And one of my husband's favorites is to buy the fresh tub of salsa from the produce department. And he puts that on top of salad, or even puts that on top of his eggs in the morning sometimes, because it's so fresh tasting, and you really kind of takes over as a dressing. So happy prepping. Let us know if you have any questions, and we're here to help. Thanks.